Exclusively in theaters August 23rd.
So that's Mar-a-Lago, of course. President Trump's, well, it serves as a summer White House. He's owned the place for 40 years. And we all know that the Secret Service, well, they haven't impressed us lately. They got a big job to do in protecting Mar-a-Lago. They can't do it alone. They rely on local law enforcement, and that's why the sheriff's race in Palm Beach County is important. There's Palm Beach County, and Mar-a-Lago is very much a part of Palm Beach County, a real hot spot in the area. I'm told that actually Donald Trump is rooting for the incumbent sheriff, a guy named Sheriff Rick Bradshaw. Word is that Donald Trump and the family, they like this guy. They like working with him. However, his job right now is potentially up for grabs. He's up for re-election, and there's some competition to take his place. Erin Elmore, you know her. She's a great MAGA supporter, MAGA team member, Republican strategist, and she joins us right now. You live in the thick of this stuff, and we thought you'd bring us up to speed because this has potentially ramifications for President Trump's safety, doesn't it?
It sure does. And we know what happened to President Trump in the near assassination attempt. And that's why the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office is so important. And this is actually a national issue, just to tell people when you have a primary, sometimes it is just as important as your national election. We have that going on in Palm Beach County right now. And Sheriff Bradshaw, who we support completely, extremely tough on crime, a great sheriff, proven track record of success, is technically a Democrat. And the guy who's running as a Republican is awful. He is a socialist. He wants to defund the police. He has said in several meetings he wants to hug a thug. He wants to dismember our SWAT team and get rid of our police helicopters. So I just say to voters everywhere, and specifically in Palm Beach County, pay attention to those local elections. So many people think they're going to go in and vote a straight Republican ticket. That would harm us here in Palm Beach County right now, because Sheriff Bradshaw has worked really hand in hand with President Trump to make sure that he's safe. You know, President Trump used to land his helicopter on the water right in front of Mar-a-Lago, and it was Sheriff Bradshaw who said, look at all those buildings across the water. Your life could be at risk. We're going to put a stop to this. And President Trump said, you're right. This is okay. And I just want voters across the country in Palm Beach County to know every vote counts. Every election counts, not just the big one on November 5th.
Wow. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Bradshaw, you say, is a Democrat. President Trump is rooting for the Democrat. And quite frankly, I like that, actually. It sounds like he's a great... Too. The other guy, what did he say? He wants to what the SWAT team? Who is this guy? And, man, does not, according to you, he sounds like the pits.
According to everyone, and I love using the expression the pits, his name is Michael Gauger. He's also done one of those Tim Walz stolen valor, lied about military service, supports Planned Parenthood, and wants to talk to young girls in Palm Beach County about sex. He literally brags about hug a thug, community policing. I listened to his debate where he said, I'm going to hold our police officers accountable because people in jail, they are just people with mental illness or drug problems. I think someone who wants to be sheriff should say, I'm here to protect the people of Palm Beach County. I'm here to make sure our men in green, in this instance in Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, are protected and have the resources that they need. Instead, he says, you're too expensive. We don't need this SWAT team. We should get more police animals and hug a thug. And these are all things that can be easily verified. And the fact that he's running as a Republican when he was a lifelong, hardcore, liberal, socialist Democrat, it's just disgusting. And I hope more people in the community understand, and I hope people in the nation realize your primaries matter too.
Wow. All right. So, hey, real quick, what do you make of the mayor down there? I think her name is Danielle Moore. And here's a headline. Let's see here. Palm Beach mayor explores closing Mar-a-Lago as residents don't feel safe. In my mind, she says, if the road is closed, the Mar-a-Lago club is closed, there's no way in God's green earth they can bring 350 people into that club. What's this all about? It sounds like they're hassling President Trump about being president and being successful. What is happening here?
So the nuances of Palm Beach County are interesting. We still have about 50,000 more registered Democrats and Republican, and the further you move up county, the more conservative it gets. But if you look at this from a legal perspective, because I also am an attorney, it sounds like a seizure and a closure of private property and a private members-only club. It sounds disgusting and reprehensible, and I hope she realizes that the legal fights on this will go all the way up to the Supreme Court, and I hopefully, you know, people in this community will say this is reprehensible and disgusting, and because you have a vitriol and a hatred for President Trump is not acceptable.
As we say goodbye, you've been to Mar-a-Lago, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
For folks who haven't been there, tell us what it's like. I've been there for like 20 minutes. I interview President Trump, and then I got to go back to the studio, and I got to throw to it. I got to edit it. I got to do all that stuff. I've never had a meal there. I've never kicked back. What is it like?
Okay, so I've been there a myriad of times. It is so lovely. It is so beautiful. The food is outstanding. You really feel like you're a part of history because it's a historic mansion that was owned by Marjorie Meriwether Post, as in the Post family. And ironically enough, she always wanted it to be a Windsor White House. So the fact that it worked out like that is amazing. The best thing on the menu is Mary's meatloaf, and it's named after President Trump's mother. And when you're just there, you're walking around, there's Secret Service everywhere, but you're treated with kid gloves and respect. And you'll often see, someone famous in politics, and you'll see the president. He walks in, he plays his music, and he walks into dinner with such fanfare. Everyone claps when he walks in. And it makes you realize how special he is, because this man could be retired, enjoying his family, enjoying his beautiful homes, his golf course. Instead, he's out there fighting for our country. Everyone gets up and claps for him as he walks in. He could just live that life. But instead, he's out there fighting for our freedom on a daily basis. And people that want to incarcerate him or vilify him just should really have more respect for him, because there's no way on earth this man needs to do this. He does this because he loves our country.
Beautiful. Erin Elmore, good luck with this. Wishing Rick Bradshaw all the best. And let's see what happens. We'll be following this. And get the Mary's meatloaf. It's on the menu.
Yes, it's amazing.
All right, very good. Thank you. We'll be right back.
Thanks for having me.